from Alabama on the Gulf Coast, here for my third episode of my knitting podcast. Welcome. Today is a very wet, humid, nasty day here. Rather stormy. We've been under some weird weather patterns lately, and this is our 5th week of severe weather. We're having rain and lightning and thunder right now, but in some of the surrounding areas we're under tornado warnings. So interesting weather-wise around here. And as far as knitting, what I'm wearing, the only knitted item I'm wearing today is my I-cord necklace. It's so hot and humid that I didn't really want to wear anything knit, like a full garment. So I have this kind of loose fitting top, but yeah, I've got a navy blue scrap yarn knitted necklace, and it's just basically an I-cord. You just knit the I-cord as long as you want, and either double, triple it, you know, however you want to wear it. It's super easy, super simple, and just using scrap yarn. So that's it, kind of plain and simple today. I've got some finished objects I'd like to show you and start off with, and then I'm going to go to my works in progress and some acquisitions. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing I talked about, or I mentioned this in the last episode, and I was I just split for sleeves on this, but this is the Felix Cardigan, and I knit this for my youngest daughter. She's 14. She picked out the yarn. I finished, blocked, and I was waiting on the buttons to arrive, which got here just yesterday. And here it is, beautiful sleeve detail, the button bands, sleeves, super cute, very cute. She loves it. I need to sew on the buttons. Obviously they just came yesterday, they're still in their little package. I tried to sit down and do it last night, but I realized that my tapestry needle, the needle is actually too large to go through the buttonholes on the buttons, and she chose these, or we chose these together, but she ultimately chose them. She just wanted some plain white buttons. They do have some variation on the back, but I'm gonna situate them to where just the white shows on the front, but they're very pretty. They're kind of pearlless, a shell, you know, mother of pearl buttons. Very pretty. 20 millimeters large is what the pattern called for. Got 6 of them, and they came from the Twisted Yarn shop in Portland, Oregon. I ordered them online. I've ordered from them before. They're super fast shipping, super easy to deal with. Everything's online, so I just Googled 20 millimeter white buttons, and they came up there, and I was pleasantly surprised because I'd used them before, so of course I used them again. But I need to get a smaller tapestry needle to where I can actually get it through the buttonholes, and then I will sew them on, and she will be good to go with her Felix Cardigan. And let me just, the wool I used is wool of the Andes by Knit Picks. I can't remember the colorway. I want to say it's Blossom Heather. I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen. The pattern is the Felix Cardigan by Savory Knitting, Amy Christophers. Here's a picture. Wonderful pattern. I will do this again. Probably not anytime soon, but maybe like in the fall or the winter, because it's such a great pattern. It's so easy and so quick. I would like one in a couple of different colors. So just so you know, that's the Felix Cardigan. So happy, couldn't be happier. Just so you know, it's raining and thundering and lightning, and my sweet puppy is so scared of rain and lightning and thunder. You might hear him or see him. There he is. This is Blue. He gets so nervous when it rains. It's all right, buddy. He's gonna come hide behind me. So anyway, that's the Felix Cardigan. That's the first one of my finished objects. Secondly, and I also showed this in the last episode, this was from last spring. It was last spring of 2021. It was a knit along from Knit Collage. Here's the pattern. Knit Collage. It's the Express Yourself sweater. Very cute pattern. I bought their yarn, bought their pattern. I don't think it's available on Ravelry. In fact, I'm almost positive. I'll double check, but I don't think it's on Ravelry. You have to actually go to their website and look them up. But it's Knit Collage, and they have a lot of great patterns. In fact, I think they're about to launch their spring knit along for 2022, and they have some really cute knit and crochet items, so you might want to check it out. But this is Knit Collage, the Express Yourself sweater. They had kits available, but I chose my own yarn from them, and I love it. It turned out great. I have not blocked this yet because I just finished it this week, and I really haven't had time to. I hope to block it within the next few days, or maybe over the weekend. But it's getting so hot here that I'm not in a big, huge hurry. If it was cooler and I was going to actually wear it, I would be in more of a hurry, but I'm not, so I'm just going to take my time. I still have ends to weave in on the inside for my color work, but all the other ends are woven in, but I think it turned out super cute. I did one round and then the cast off round on the bottom ribbing in the darker green color, and I think it's a cute little detail, and now that both the top and the bottom kind of speak to each other. And then there's color work on the sleeves, each sleeve. There's a little bit of that neon green. There's just some little blips of it, but mostly it's all of that darker green. But I really like it. It turned out really cute, and I will be wearing it next fall and winter. Yeah, Knit Collage. The pattern is very easy. You've got the three colors. The main color is the cream. The first contrasting color is the dark green, and the second contrasting color is the neon, which I chose. And the pattern explains everything beautifully. It's not super difficult. There's some short rows in the back of the neck to raise the neck, but and as far as color work, you might be holding 3 yarns together like once or twice. Not super difficult at all. Yeah, here it is. Love it. Gonna put it up closer. It's a real fluffy but lightweight yarn. And if I am correct, which I think I am, they source their yarn from ladies that hand spin it from India. It's a cooperative that Knit Collage pairs with this group of ladies from India to help support them. So I love that aspect of it. I think it's fantastic. So anyway, Knit Collage, look them up. They're about to launch their new latest spring knit along. Lots of cute stuff. So that's my second finished object. Now, okay, buddy. For works in progress, I talked about last time my Seaglass sweater that I had just cast on. And I got a little bit further, but I really haven't had a whole lot of time. Well, I've been focusing on the Felix Cardigan and the finishing the knit collage. So that wasn't my main focus, but I did a little bit of this. Here's the pattern. Seaglass sweater from Woolen Pine. It's wonderful. I'm using all scrap yarn. Ton of scrap yarn. Here's my bag of yarn. And this is my progress so far. So a couple more rounds, you know, and what I have so much scrap yarn that what I'm doing is the ribbing, the neck edge and the cuffs and the bottom ribbing will all be this charcoal gray. And then I'll do yellows and then purples and then greens and oranges. Yellow, purple, green, oranges. That's gonna be kind of my motif or my color choices as I go along to keep it kind of, I don't know, somewhat uniform, even though it's not really uniform, but that's my idea. But it's fun, you know. You change colors so often that it really keeps you occupied and interested, and then the increases are not super difficult. So yeah, I mean, I've got lots and lots of ends, but that's okay. And it's going to take me a little while, but you know, that's okay. So that's my second work in progress. Oh, and Blue's back. Sit down, buddy. That's my first work in progress. My second work in progress is, so I know this has been around for quite a while, but this is actually the first one for me. I had been thinking about it and I've had the pattern for a long time. I just haven't done it, or I haven't put the emphasis on it to do it and to catch myself up to the rest of the world, because I know it's been out there for a while and everybody's done it. But I cast on a love note. My first love note, believe it or not. And it's from scrap yarn. I'm using Queensland Collection Uluru Colorful Cotton Blend. Looking for the color. It's color UL 18. But here's the color and the ball band, but it's a pretty variegated cotton blend. It's 55% cotton, 26% acrylic, and 19% polyester. I've got 2 balls of this, and it's been sitting in stash. And plus, with it getting so warm here, and I know I'm pairing it with mohair, but I just wanted to knit something that's a little bit more light and airy. So I'm pairing this with Hank's Yarn Company. Let me see if I can find that ball band. I can't. This is Hank's Yarn Company. This is 72% kid mohair, 28% silk. It's 459 yards, 50 grams, and the colorway is called Fanny Pack. This is the information that I found for Hank's yarn, and this is Hank's mohair in the colorway Fanny Pack. It's so pretty. It's like a super orange, but paired with this it makes the most delightful fabric, and I'll show you right now. So here is the beginnings of my love note. I've got my provisional cast on edge, but this is the fabric it's creating. And I've got a few more rounds of my lace to go. I think I'm on round the second. In my size, I'm doing 2. You go through the lace pattern twice for the size that I'm doing. Oh, I got it upside down. No, I don't. See, that's the neck edge. So anyway, it's very light, very airy, very holy. I am using a size, I think it's a 10mm needle. Yep, size 10mm needle. And I hope to finish the lace pattern today and maybe start on the rest of the body. So, I would say, I mean, it's rather easy. It's just, I finished those 2 objects, and then we've been so busy lately with other things that my knitting time is not, kind of struggling with my knitting time lately. So that's all I have as far as projects, believe it or not. I mean, I've got 2 finished objects, so I feel good about that, but maybe in 3 weeks I'll have this complete to show you. So, oh no, I'm sorry, I lied. I have another one that I have right here. I just totally forgot about it. So on the last episode, I spoke about not buying yarn, knitting from stash, birthday coming up, hoping that hubby was going to get me some yarn that I wanted and some needles that I was looking at. Well, and I'll go over some of this in acquisitions, but this is my 3rd work in progress. I know. Just lay down, bud. Lay down. This is the tulip top. Super cute, lightweight summer top by Lisa Haynes. Tulip top. It's got a little tulip lace pattern up at the top on the yoke, and then a little bit down on the bottom close to the ribbing. I am using Dream in Color Suzette. It's a light sport weight. 50% silk, 50% merino wool, 370 yards. And the colorway is Jocelyn. Look at this gorgeous color. It's like a magenta. Not pink, not purple, a little bit in between. It's so gorgeous. So this was a birthday present from hubby. I asked him to get me, and he's, God love him, he was a doll. He got me 4 skeins. So for this top, I'm going to use 2 of the 4, and I'm saving the other 2 for maybe another project or maybe color work or something. But it's absolutely beautiful to work with. I've got this on my new needles. And I'll go through that in just a minute. But here's the beginning of my tulip top. Yeah. Oh, so it's like this. This is the top edge. So basically you go back and forth and create this ribbing, and then start the tulip motif and go down and then you put everything on hold, and then you pick up and start, I guess, the back. Anyway, it's coming along. I've got obviously a lot more to go, but it's beautiful. I just love it. I think it's gonna be lovely to wear, especially in the summer and spring. Love it. It's a sport weight pattern, and the gauge is smaller, the needles are smaller. I did swatch because this is new yarn and a new pattern. I went down a needle size. I think this is a 3.5. The gauge is smaller. So yeah, the gauge is 22 stitches per 4 inches. So it's smaller than you know, obviously I've been doing worsted and DK and kind of bulky weight yarns lately, but this is much smaller gauge, and it's just working out beautifully. So I can't wait to show you the finished object, maybe in 3 weeks. And okay, so back to birthday. So I got the Dream in Color Suzette for my birthday, 4 skeins of it, 2 of which I'm using for the tulip top, 2 of which I'll save and do something else. But he also, Sweetie Pie, got me a new set of Chiaogu needles. I love working with them. Their cords are fantastic. I've got in my tulip top, I've got needle and cord on that one. I've got a needle and cord on my new Love Note. I switched my needle and cord on my Seaglass. I just love it. Fantastic. Couldn't be happier. I used Magic Loop to finish the sleeves on my knit collage sweater, and that went well with the Chiaogu needles and cords. It has all the bells and whistles, all the sizes I need. It's got stoppers. I mean, it's fantastic. It's in this cute little case. I do have some kind of older Chiaogus individuals that I just put in here with the rest of the big set, but I could not be more pleased and thrilled. And the case is super lightweight, easy zip closure, small enough you can just throw it in a bag, and light, and then take it with you wherever. So it's fantastic. So those are my finished objects, whips, and acquisitions. Yeah, so I've got spring fever like crazy. I had to finish those worsted projects so I could get to the more lighter weight projects. I think I'll be super thrilled once my Love Note is complete, so I can wear something light and airy. I'm looking forward to, I have some cotton in the stash, and I'm looking forward to knitting with more cotton and linen as it gets warmer and warmer here. And I've got a lot of patterns in mind, and I've got actually some stash yarn and a pattern already planned out that I don't know why I haven't done before now, but I really want to complete something before I cast on something. I've got 1, 2, 3 projects going now, and I think right now with life the way it is, that's enough for me, because if I start to get too many things going, I get a little anxious and overwhelmed. Like I said, I have 2 teenage daughters, one of which is a senior, and she's going off to college, so life has been extremely busy with her and her activities moving forward into graduation, in May, next month. And then I have a 8th grader, and she's, you know, completing 8th grade and moving on to high school. So with the 2 of them, with life now, it's just really busy. So with all that being said, I think this is enough for me right now. And plus, we just do a lot. We're on the go a lot, it seems like. So anyway, I think that's all I have. I had some little notes, but I think I covered everything. My buttons, I can't sew on the buttons until I get a new tapestry needle. So I think when I'm out after the rain stops, maybe I'll stop and get a new tapestry needle that's smaller. But that's really it. I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, and doing a lot of knitting, and hopefully you have good weather where you are. And yeah, so thank you for joining in with me again. And if you haven't started watching me from the beginning, please go back and take a look. I'm still very new to this, so yeah. Happy knitting, everyone. Good to see ya. Stay healthy. Goodbye.